I'm Venah Mzezewa, coordinating the HIV and AIDS program in the Lutheran Commune in Southern Africa and based in Johannesburg. Give us this day our daily bread brings the thought of what Jesus said when he said, I came that they may have life and have it to the full, found in John 10 verse 10. This is a petition to the triune God for the gift of life, as he is the author and the finisher. It's also a realization that for all our physical needs, we are dependent on God, as he is the sustainer and the provider. And there are a lot of these needs during the time of the era of the epidemic: the need for shelter, the need for food, the need for support for orphans, the need for medication, the need for clothing, and spiritual support. Our belief is that God has given us everything that we have and has made us who we are. For emotional and spiritual needs, HIV is associated with a lot of emotions. We can call on God anytime and he's there. Remember, he said he will never leave or forsake us. We ask so that he may fill the lives of all around us, that they may have compassion as Christ had, never judgmental, accepting lepers, accepting the lame, the blind, and all. Persons living and affected by HIV and AIDS need to have a sense of belonging. Jesus listened to the pleas of family members on behalf of the sick, e.g. the family of Lazarus. We can also ask on behalf of others. We ask because his word says, I will never leave or forsake you. If you ask in my name, it shall be given. It also brings the context, or what the verse in Mark 11:6 and Matthew 6 also touch on. The verse is addressing Christians to pray for life's necessary provisions, but they need to marry the prayer to action, put the words into action as to acquire the daily bread, which is required and relevant for implementation of HIV and AIDS programs. This means that the church must actively mobilize resources for care and support, advocating for policy implementation and change, provide a supportive environment, and pray for such an environment, for food security as well. To instill the idea of this verse to the communities, so that we need to draw, or communities need to draw lessons and strength from this verse, so as to make them realize their capacities to deal with social cultural dynamics. And also that the church should dig the root causes and uproot them with the communities and not for communities. For the petition is explicit in saying, give us, not give me. Give us our daily bread. This implies that bread be provided for all who are created in the image of God. We also know that stigma and discrimination is an issue in the area of HIV and AIDS. This is a calling for the church to take it upon themselves to ensure that this is reduced, so that persons living or affected by HIV and AIDS feel that they are or they belong to the society. The verse also calls for Christians to understand that it is critical to ask, to organize, and take the lead and work with all to acquire the daily bread, to faithfully give the others who are suffering before serving ourselves as Christians and as individuals. Thank you.